Hello, wonderful people. Are you a new player to Genshin Impact and want to learn tips on how to begin? In this video, I will go over some tips and tricks on how you can improve your gameplay as a beginner. Before the video begins, make sure to subscribe to see more content. Number 1. It doesn't matter what twin you pick. When you first download the game, you will have to choose between two characters who will be in the main character in the storyline. These characters are Aether and Lumine. This can be a hard choice between a beginner player who is unsure who they want to play as. But overall, it doesn't matter who you pick as the storyline will always be the same. But did you know that there is a small difference between the two twins? Lumine's attack is slightly higher than Aether's. This means that she can create a higher damage number than her brother. While on the other hand, Aether is taller than Lumine and therefore can jump, sprint, climb, and swim faster than his sister. This isn't something to stress over when deciding on which character you want to play as. Pick the character who you want to follow the most. Number 2. Pick up everything you see. Even if you don't understand what it does now, it will definitely come in use later in the game. Do this so you don't have to worry about farming for items later in the game. Number 3. Try and follow the story. Even if it doesn't make much sense, if you are the person to skip storylines, it would be better if you didn't skip character story quests and Archon quests. These will help you understand the storyline better and the other characters within the game. By going through the story quests, it helps you to understand and know different characters and help you to love them even more. This would become very painful for you if you always skip. Try to get to the end of the Leeway storyline, at least if you still don't like it then, fair enough. Number 4. Save your first few acquainted fates for the beginner banner. This banner is a beginner banner where it will always guarantee you a free character, which is Noelle. There is a 20% discount on the banner, which means it will only cost 8 acquainted fates for a 10 pull rather than the normal 10. So, who is Noelle? Noelle is a female Geo character who wields a claymore. She also doesn't damage easily due to her high defense. And on top of all of that, Noelle heals herself. This makes her a really reliable character for newer players to use. If you are a new player and you do pull Noelle, she will provide you with a very stable character who can make your team substantially more hardy. Noelle is definitely a character that shines with the right investment. As a Geo element user wielding a claymore, her defensive capabilities are top-notch. She can serve as a sturdy shield for your team while also dishing out significant damage. Number 5. Try to level up all your characters at the same time. This would make the gameplay super easier when trying to defeat enemies. These characters will take up a lot of resources to build, but don't let that make you worried about it, as this will help you go further into the game. With low-level characters in both talents, character levels, and artifacts, the character is very weak and will make the game unenjoyable as defeating enemies will become very difficult. But when increasing the character level, gaining good artifacts, as well as increasing the level of their talents and weapon, this will help make the character shine, showing their true potential. This will help the character become stronger and more reliable in defeating enemies. I recommend picking a team of your favorite characters and focusing on those for characters, as this will help you to get your first strong team. Number 6. Use your resin. Resin can be used to gain rewards from domains and bosses. However, these can often be quite a lot of resin. Domains can cost you 20 resins, and bosses can cost you 40. But don't worry about using them all, as they regenerate 1 resin every 8 minutes if it is not fully capped, which is 200. Number 7. Always have food in your inventory. Food can be very useful when your character is on low health and you cannot access a statue of the 7. If you are in the middle of a boss level and have low health, you can easily regenerate your character's health by feeding them food. You can unlock recipes by quests, reputation levels, or simply buying them at food shops or secret characters who often don't show you on the map that they have a secret menu. However, if you want to use a statue of the 7, you need to be careful on how many times you use it, as a statue of the 7 have a daily limit of how much they can heal your characters. Number 8. Collect every treasure chest you see. Chests are objects that can be found around the world of Teyvat and as rewards for completing certain domains. Opening chests usually rewards the player with Primogems, Adventure EXP, Sigils, and Mora that are sent straight into the player's inventory. A random assortment of weapons, artifacts, and character EXP materials that either pour out of the chest or are occasionally sent straight to the player's inventory when the chest is in a precarious location. There are also achievements that are granted upon opening a certain number of chests within a region. Number 9. Unlock all waypoints and statues of the 7. Statues of the 7 allow you to explore an area of a certain region by filling in the area, as well as healing a character and making another teleport point for the player. They also can change the element of the traveler. For example, you can turn your traveler from an emo element to a geo element by going to statue in Leeway, or changing the element to electro by going to a statue in Inazuma. The same can happen for statues in Sumeru and Fontaine. They can also offer various rewards in exchange for Okuli, varying between regions. These can be found in every region. Teleport waypoints are structures players can find and unlock throughout the world of Teyvat. When unlocked, players can receive 5 Primogems and 50 Adventure EXP. Number 10. YouTube tutorials are so helpful when stuck on a specific thing on a quest. Nothing gets more annoying when you're almost finished completing a quest and you are stuck on what to do next. Just simply YouTube the quest or the certain task and there is always a tutorial for it. This becomes super helpful when you are stuck and don't know what to do in the game. Number 11. Try and save your Primogems. When a banner comes around with a character you really want in the game, try and save as many Primogems as you possibly can in order for more chances of pulling the character. 1 Intertwined Fate costs 160 Primogems, and 10 will obviously cost 1,600. With a 10 pull, you are more likely and pull the character you are wanting. So make sure to save the Primogems in order for more chances in pulling a character. Number 12. The Adventure Handbook. The Adventure Handbook is your best friend. The Adventure Handbook provides many useful features to players, including offers rewards based on the player's progress. Select the preferred region for commissions and track them for the day with rewards. Commissions will be the main source for gathering Primogems, as you can gain 60 for completing them and returning to Catherine once finished. They can display the domains that are currently available, as not all domains are accessible in the same day. It can track the locations of enemies and their possible drops. That is a few tips for beginners when starting Genshin Impact for the first time. Just remember to enjoy the game and every single moment in it. If you liked the video, make sure to subscribe as this really helps me out. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed.